Also coming to this summer, there's a lot of need for Real Madrid to change their team and bring new players, and they did so. They brought in Oscar Carreras, they brought in Dean Ocean, they brought in Trent, also brought in Xabi Alonso, new head coach. But I still don't think that looking at their squad, they're going to be able to compete in Barcelona this year. I don't think they're going to be able to compete in Europe this year. Maybe like a quarterfinal, maybe around 16, but I don't think like all to match up well against some of the Premier League sides they're going to have to compete with, against like Bayern or against PSG as well. And even in Spain, I don't really see them winning many trophies. Maybe they can sneak in a Copa del Rey trophy here, but maybe that's kind of the ceiling for Real Madrid this year in terms of what they have in their squad, their ability. I think defensively, that's a very big worry. Trent is a guy that's not really amazing defensively. Neither is Carreras, so he had a lot of problems set their back as well in terms of depth and quality there. So a lot of questions marks around their defensive ability in the games. And obviously, offensively, you know the main words out Mbappe being playing together. But actually, after just seeing that first game against, I think, Levante, I'm pretty sure, or something, a team of that caliber, we saw them play pretty bad. Okay, not the best game for Real Madrid. They won 1-0 with a penalty by Mbappe, but it was not a very dominant output by any of those Real Madrid players. It didn't really feel like watching the Real Madrid team play against one of those weaker teams in La Liga. And I don't know, I just think offensively things were not clicking. And for Vinicius Jr., things were not clicking anywhere near for him as well, as maybe we were used to a couple of years ago. Because it's crazy to be talking now about Vinicius Jr., because Vini had a very disappointing year last year. Also, Mbappe kind of had a pretty good season in terms of having his debut season in Real Madrid, and he scored a lot of goals throughout the whole season. But Vini kind of went a bit down into spotlights. And talking about a guy who 2 years ago probably should have won the Ballon d'Or, or was second at the Ballon d'Or. I still think Cody should have won it, but still. Talking about a guy who 2 years ago was almost a Ballon d'Or favorite, to now being a guy who's probably has no place in Real Madrid. I know this is a big take, I just had a voice crack saying it. Vinicius Jr. is a guy that right now I feel like this is his make or break season at Real Madrid. I feel like it's going to have another year of him not being able to perform with Mbappe, because Mbappe is definitely, of the two players, being the better one in terms of output and our performance at Madrid. And then just in player quality, Mbappe is definitely better than what Vinicius Jr. is right now. So I feel like if another year goes by with Real Madrid not being able to win any trophies, with those still clear offensive problems in terms of, because those two guys, Vinny and Mbappe, guys who want the ball. And guys, we feel like right now their offense, right now, that kind of team is very just ISO football. Like seeing basketball, like that ISO basketball, like please grab the ball and you're gonna go 1-1 against a defender and almost the ball, and that's bad in terms of basketball team. And football, that's what we see in terms of what Mbappe and Vini play. Vini has a ball, and try to dribble one to the finish, try to make a shot, nothing works. Try to go Vini, same thing, doesn't really, Mbappe, same thing, doesn't work. So you're going to see a very standard offense in terms of playing with both Vini and Mbappe. And that is a very big worry for Real Madrid coming to this year, and nothing changes throughout this whole year. Something has to be done. Now, I don't know if Florentino Perez is open or adamant to kind of see those problems and think about signing one of the two. Probably Vinicius Jr. is probably the one who has the biggest market. I don't know. I don't know about that, but probably the favorite one to go. In fact, in the last couple of years, I always seen those Vini rumors with Saudi Arabia. But when probably this summer, some even stronger reports, and also some strong reports about Vini, currently possibly thinking about selling Vini. But let's go feel those rumors to Saudi being, okay, Saudi wants like the marquee player, he wants the best player in the world to go to Saudi Arabia. Right now, those rumors are kind of, okay, how many doesn't really want him? A lot of the teams won't spend that much money on Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr.'s market is not really a lot. I like Mbappe or now going for a sell, a lot of teams will be trying to get him. Right now, if Vini was for a sell, I don't know how much teams will be looking at him in terms of what he's offering by the price tag that they have to pay Real Madrid too. So again, this is a very big year for Vinicius Jr., which again, for me feels crazy to say. This is kind of a make or break season for him to stay Real Madrid, because again, if we see another year where the offense is still very stagnated, especially with Bellingham for the first couple of months, we see their offense just become even more tired and bad in terms of looking and also results as well. Because Mbappe is still I think scored 40 goals last year. Vini just didn't. Last year, Vini dropped a lot in terms of goal scoring because the stats. He dropped a bit in goal scoring and improved a little bit in assisting and playmaking. He had a bit more assists per 90, Yeah, what I think was 0.03 compared to 6.90 as well. So it's a bit of an increase. And also in terms of dribbling, yeah, less dribbles. Again, it kind of makes sense because Mbappe is a guy, again, wants the ball a lot. So it's very often that your touches offense is going to be less. I feel like his accuracy and trying to get the things done and just working overall together just doesn't really work well with Real Madrid. And again, as I said, I don't really trust Real Madrid to go out there this year and win trophies. I don't really trust them. I think they have a lot of problems defensively and offensively. Xabi Alonso, I don't think Xabi Alonso is the right. I think Xabi Alonso is still a great manager. I think Xabi Alonso is going to be dropped in an environment where it's bad for him because I really feel like it's going to be a very strong take. I feel like a lot of people have, to be fair. I don't think the Real Madrid team will be successful with both Vini and Mbappe in this team. If Real Madrid wants to be successful and win trophies and compete against Barcelona, which looks stronger year after year, and will probably be this good for the next 5 to 10 years because a lot of the players are very young. Like we might were playing like when it was 30 or whatever. You could probably see the ending. We're not going to see that Barca's team ending for a very long time now. I don't really think that Real Madrid can be able to compete with Barcelona and go back to the team they were before Ronaldo and Benzema, all those players. They're going to be able to go back to that team when they sell one of Vini or Mbappe. Because we've seen Real Madrid go on with Vini in their team. We saw before Mbappe joined, we saw a year where they played with Vini, Rodrigo, and Jude Bellingham to get into the type of 1-3, and they were very well. They won, I don't know if they won La Liga, I'm not sure about that, but they won to USL at least, and that's also amazing for them. So there's not really a question about, okay, if Real Madrid doesn't intend to sell Mbappe, is Vini able to do it himself alone? I feel like he is. We've seen that happen before. I think Mbappe is just a guy who is in better form, who is a better football player, who probably means more to Real Madrid right now in terms of bringing money, in terms of the fan base asks for them. I feel like Mbappe is a more rational option to stay at Real Madrid this year. I mean, there's also a possibility that a lot of people think that just bringing in a new striker, the guy is able to cross the ball, add the ball in the box is enough. I don't think if I see rumors with Alan going to Real Madrid, but I don't see a world where if you still have Vini and Mbappe and you bring in a striker, everything resolves. First of all, I don't know if you can fit a striker and both Vini and Mbappe in their team. I feel like one of them has to go to the bench. And I feel like this Real Madrid team, at least they need a striker like Chalou as played, or like go back to kind of Schulbank being that striker. There's a lot of question marks about Real Madrid. I don't think merely bringing in number 9 to play both Vini and Mbappe is enough or it's going to work. Do I think that I think someone was with Allen against Real Madrid? That'd be amazing if they're able to sell Vini and bring in Allen's. Would be amazing. Probably now that would be an amazing year because Allen has really need the ball a lot, and Mbappe can kind of work himself on that wing and create for Allen and himself as well. So that would be a way better combination, way better team. Let's see right now with Vini and Mbappe. Again, it feels very odd to be having this conversation. Just 2 years after Vini was almost winning the Ballon d'Or, but it's something that needs to be talked about. And I think this is probably the biggest narrative we're going to see around Real Madrid this year. Is if Vini is able to continue Real Madrid out this year, if Xabi Alonso is able to find a solution for the two of them to play together, and if both Vini and Mbappe find a solution for them to play with him together as well, then I guess, it can continue to go build towards around Mbappe and Vini. Right now, I don't know if it's going to find a solution. Again, I feel very strongly that Real Madrid only be successful in terms of winning trophies and going back to the team that we knew they were before. I think they need to sell Vini. If I was continuing Paris, I'll be way more open to selling Vini rather than Mbappe. So I don't know what you guys think of that. I think like this is kind of a take that's kind of being a bit more common right this summer because last year some people kind of skeptical about that, and coming this year a lot more people are skeptical about that after seeing them play together. So I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts about the situation.